Students, this is Karthik Trivedi and you are watching a lecture series of engineering graphics and design with me. In last video, we have defined what is conic section, why ellipse, parabola and hyperbola known as conic section. And also in last video, we have seen how to draw an ellipse by an concentric circle method, so that we have already seen in last video. And now in this video we're going to see how to draw a parabola and how to draw a hyperbola. Okay, so before we start this video, let us quickly revise what we have done in last video. So you can see that in last video, first we have defined a conic section, and after that we have seen why ellipse, parabola and hyperbola is known as a conic section. So that we have already seen, you can see on your screen. So just see your screen and quickly revise what we have done in last video. After that we have defined the common definition of ellipse, parabola and hyperbola, and after that we have seen one of the method of drawing ellipse. So also you can see on your screen, just see on your screen and quickly revise. Okay, so this is just for a quick revision. Okay, that is what we have done in last video. So you can see on your screen, so this is the revision that what we have done in last video. Okay, so now that we this much, up to this much we have done in last video. Now in this video we are going to see two things. First, how to draw parabola and how to draw hyperbola. So first we will see how to draw a parabola by rectangle method. So here you can see that the example on your screen. A ball thrown in air attains 100-meter heights and cover horizontal distance 150 meter on ground. Draw the path of ball. But here he had not mentioned anything, draw parabola or which method you have to use. But when this kind of thing coming over here, you have to always understand this is a rectangle method, and the curve that you are going to get here is parabola. Okay, so this is the hidden thing over here. So this is the example of parabola. And which method we are going to use? We are going to use a rectangle method to draw a parabola. So now here I am going to explain you how to draw a parabola by a rectangle method. So sometime he is not going to mention that draw parabola by rectangle method, but he is going to give an example something like this. So whenever you get example something like this, then you always the hint must come in your mind, sir. Yeah, sir has taught us about this. So this is nothing but a rectangle method. Okay, so now let us solve this example. Okay, before we doing this, we have to take a RF, or you can say that we have to take one scale over here. So you can see that here he had mentioned 100-meter height. So we cannot draw 100-meter vertical line, which is not possible. So we have to take one scale. Okay, so what we are going to do? We are going to represent 1 meter is equal to 1 mm. So whenever he says 1 meter, we are going to represent 1 meter by 1 mm. So when he says 100-meter height, we are going to draw 100 mm line. Whenever he say horizontal distance 150 meter, we are going to draw a 150 mm line. Okay, now first what you have to do, as you know that this method is rectangle method, so you have to draw a rectangle method. But what dimension? So here you can see that the ball thrown in the air attains 100-meter height. So height is vertical thing. Okay, so vertical height, you have to take vertical height 100 meter, but not 100 meter, but 100 mm, because we are going to represent 1 meter equal to 1 mm. So you have to take vertical side is equal to 100 mm, and also here he has mentioned cover horizontal distance 150 meter. So you know that 1 meter equal to 1 mm, so you have to take horizontal distance equal to 150 mm. So you have to draw a rectangle having vertical length 100 meter and horizontal length 150 mm. So draw a rectangle something like this, 100 by 150, where 100 shows vertical side 100 mm, vertical sides are 100 mm and horizontal side is 150 mm. Okay, so let us give the dimension something like this, so you will get to know. So basically first we have to draw a rectangle, because this method is rectangle method, and by using this method we have to draw parabola. Okay, now what we have to do? Now you can see that horizontal 150 mm line, take a midpoint and draw vertical line from there. Okay, so from midpoint of 150, so midpoint of 150 what? 75 mm. From 75 mm, draw a vertical line, something like this. So we have divided the rectangle into two parts. Okay. Now what you have to do? Now see the left side of the rectangle means 100 mm vertical line. Okay. So you have to divide this 100 mm vertical line into some suitable number of equal parts. Here I am going to divide this 100 mm vertical line into 6 number of parts. Okay. So here you can say that I am going to divide the left side of the rectangle means 100 mm vertical line into 6 number of equal part and give numbering. Okay, same you have to do, but before giving numbering, what you have to do? You have to see the horizontal line. So which horizontal line? 150 mm. But we have divided 150 mm line into two parts. So 75 mm left side. So you have to see the horizontal line 75 mm left side, and also you have to divide this side into same number of parts as you have divided this 100 mm line. So we have divided vertical 100 mm line into 6 number of parts. So what you have to do? You have to do the same procedure over the left side of 150 line. So what you have to do? So we have divided 150 mm line into two parts. Okay, so 75 mm on left, 75 mm on the right. So you have to divide 75 mm on the left also into 6 number of parts. So something like this. Okay, so let us divide it. Okay, now give numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Same thing over here on the left side of the other part of 150. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, now same thing you have to do on the right side of the rectangle. But what we will do before we are going to do, what we are going to do over here, see over here from point 1. Again I am going to repeat, from point 1 you have to draw a one line connecting a vertical line which is coming from point 6. So you can see that from point 6 we have drawn one vertical line. Okay, or you can see that we have divided this rectangle into the two parts. So you have to see for the vertical line which is coming from point 6, you have to see the topmost part. So what you have to do, from point 1 on the left side of the point 1, you have to draw one line up to the uppermost portion of the vertical line which is coming from 6. So from point 1 draw line, connect up to this. Okay, same way from point draw a line, connect up to this. From point 3 draw line, connect up to this. From point 4, from point 5 and from point 6. So this is how you have to draw a line. Okay, now what you have to do, now see the bottom portion. Okay, now from the bottom portion we have given numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. From there you have to draw vertical line. So like this, from point 1 you have to draw vertical line. But before we gonna do this, you have to repeat the same procedure on the right side of the rectangle, something like this. Okay, so you know that why we have given numbering something like this. We have just repeat the process what we have done on the left side. Now what we have to do, now from same thing we are going to do over here, but before do the same process on the right side of the rectangle. So from point 1 connect the line something like this, from 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, same procedure what we have done on the left side, same thing we have done on the right side. Now see the bottom portion. Okay, where we have given numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. From here we are going to draw a vertical line. So from point 1 we are going to draw a vertical line, but up to what? So up to a line which is coming up to incline line which is coming from point 1. So see the line from point 1 I am going to draw vertical line up to what? Up to here. Okay, from point 2 you have to draw vertical line, but up to what? Up to the line incline line which is coming from point 2. Okay, like this. From 3 to 3, from 4 to 4, from 5 to 5, from 6 to 6. Same thing you have to do on the right side. From 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3, 4 to 4, 5 to 5 and 6 to 6. So whenever it's going to intersect, you have to give the intersecting point something like this. Okay, something like this. Give the intersecting point something like this. Okay, now this is how you have to give the intersecting point, and do not forget to give the intersecting point on the left side of the 150 and right side of the 150. Okay, so this is where students do the mistake. They only give the intersecting point, but do not forget to give the intersecting point on the left side of the extreme left side of the 150 and extreme right side of the 150. Okay, and now draw a curve passing through these points, something like this. And the curve which you are getting over here is known as parabola. So this is how you can draw a parabola by using rectangle method. Okay, now let's see another thing. Now we are going to see how to draw a hyperbola by coordinate method. So now here I am going to explain you how to draw a hyperbola by coordinate method. So here the example is point P is 40 mm and 30 mm from horizontal and vertical axis respectively. Draw a hyperbola through it. Okay, so now we are going to solve this example by coordinate method. So now we are going to draw hyperbola using coordinate method. So first we have to draw vertical axis, horizontal axis, something like that. Intersection of horizontal and vertical axis will be point O. Now we have to take point P, which is already mentioned in example, that point P is 40 mm and 30 mm from horizontal and vertical axis respectively. So let us put a point P which is 40 mm from horizontal axis and 30 mm from vertical axis. So let us write a point P something like this. So now we have marked the point P as mentioned in example. Now what we have to do? You can see the vertical line which is coming from point P, which is having distance 40 mm. So divide this 40 mm line into 4 equal parts like this. Okay, and give the numbering 1, 2, 3. Same thing, you can see that over here the horizontal line which is coming from point P, which is 30 mm. So divide this line into 3 equal parts. Okay, so give like this and give numbering 1, 2. Okay, so this is how you have to do. Let us say if the point if there is a 50 mm, if the vertical line which is coming from point P is 50 mm, then we are going to divide that line into 5 parts. If horizontal line which is coming from point P is 40 mm, then we are going to divide that line into 4 equal parts. So this is how you have to take a logic. Okay, so there is no fixed rule that we have to divide this into 3 and other into 2. There is nothing logic like that. Okay, so now we have done up to this. Now what you have to do? From point P you have to extend a line something like this. You have to extend a line something like this. Okay, random. Now same thing. Now same way you have to extend a vertical line from point P something like this, random. Okay, now from point O connect point 1 like this and extend up to the horizontal line which is coming from point P. Now connect O and 2 and extend up to that horizontal line. Connect O and 3. Same way you have to do over here. Connect O and 1, extend up to vertical line. Connect O and 2, extend up to vertical line. Now whenever this intersection happening, you have to give numbering 1, 2, 3. Same way on the upper side, 1, 2 like this. Now from you can see that now you have to draw vertical line and horizontal line. So you can say that from point 1 draw vertical line downward direction, from point 2 draw vertical line in downward direction, from point 3 draw vertical line downward direction, and you can see another point 1, 2 and 3 from where you have to draw horizontal line like this, from point 2 horizontal line like this, from point 3 horizontal line this. So whenever intersect you have to mark intersecting point something like this. Same procedure you have to do on the upper side. So what we would know, from point 1 we draw vertical line, from point 2 we draw vertical line. You have to take a random distance. Okay, now from another point 2 draw horizontal line, another from point 1 draw horizontal line. Again I am going to repeat, from another point 1 draw horizontal line, from another point 2 horizontal line. Whenever intersect it will be give intersecting point. So these are the intersecting points. So draw the curve which is passing through this intersecting point, and the curve which you are getting over here is known as hyperbola. So this is very easy method. So this is how by using coordinate system you can draw a hyperbola. So that's why this method is known as coordinate method for drawing hyperbola. So I hope you will like this video. Have a nice day. Bye bye.